That's done. Yep, done for another 5 years. Hey, it's an important day. What day is it? It's a day to count yourself in. Darlene Smith sharing his caring tips of the day. Yes, it's that all-important, it's an all-important census. It's time to stand up or sit down, whatever you'd like to do, but it's important that you count yourself in. Now, how long have we been doing census counting? Is it worthwhile? Yes, it is. This is actually in Canada, the 23rd national census that has been counted. Started way back in 1666. Yeah, that's 355 years ago. If you're actually doing accounting, it's done by Stats Canada. Now, it is used by community, businesses, and governments. And what do these numbers actually tell us? Well, they're used for planning for services, making informed decisions about employment, education, healthcare, marketing developments, schools, daycares, roads, ERs, public transportation, all that stuff. Why? Because there is a funding formula that's used by the government. Also, too, if you operate a farm, there's a separate agriculture questionnaire. Now, it does provide jobs. 32,000 people are hired. Enumerators, they're called. Now, when it first came out, it was done every 10 years. And if you're in the United States, it's still done every 10 years. But here in Canada, we like to, kind of add things up a little sooner. So now we do it every 5 years. It was actually in 1871 was the national census in Canada. And in the beginning, there was only a few provinces. Now there's a whole bunch. Actually, in 1941 is when the sampling was introduced. So what that means is that 1 in 10% would get a long form. Now, they changed that in 1971. They decided to have the Statutory Act, statistics, numbers. And so it was changed to 5 years. So here in Canada, we do it every 5 years. Now, the statistics, the sampling, in 2010, the long form was replaced by voluntary nations survey. But then 2016, they changed it again, put back the long form. So in other words, over the years, there's a short form, there's a long form. There's just different forms. But the long form is back. Now, is it legal? And can you get in trouble? Yeah, you can get fines, $100 up to $500 if you give false information. And there's a whole bunch of fines up to $5,000. So I do encourage you to count yourself in. Now, if you've probably got one of these in the mail, very simple, you can go online. As you can see, I just completed mine here. It's important to count yourself in. We want to know who's out there. The questions are just standard, telephone, email, contact information first. Is it the right address? Do you have a mailing address? How many people live there? And then there's a whole bunch of questions about who do you include, not include, your date of birth. It even calculates how old you are. So just in case you didn't know exactly how old you are on Census Day in Canada, which is May 11th, 2021, date of birth, when you get to that, you're a third way through. Then if you're married or all those questions there, and an important question, are you involved in the armed services? And then you'll get your confirmation number. Make sure you print that out. It's census. Every 5 years in Canada, 10 years in the United States. Count yourself in. Only takes a few minutes to go through and answer these questions online. And if you don't, they'll be calling you. Yeah, they'll be calling you saying, hey, count yourself in. It's important. Let's just do it.